We got the E going. How we doing today?
We are fantastic, man. We got a lot of kids out there, people watching. All right, let's get this started here. So we got Ryan Shotzberger with us, everybody. He's the head coach at the University of the Incarnate Word, a.k.a. The Word. Beautiful San Antonio, Texas. If you haven't seen it, their campus is beautiful. Shot played as a shortstop back in the day, 4 years at Western Maryland, team MVP, quickly got into coaching. Guy has been around a little bit over the past 15 years, TCU and Houston. Check this out, part of 13 NCAA D1 postseasons, a trip to Omaha in 2010, which I think was the last year they played at Rosenblatt, so probably a really cool experience for you. And
really
then
cool.
The 3 other supers. So, dude, you've been grinding. You've been with some good teams. You brought up a lot of great players. How pumped are you to be a head coach now at UIW?
No, I'm really excited. You know, I worked to get to this point, and I've been really fortunate to – you read all those stats off. All that means is I was at really good places with really good players, you know, and I tell people all the time, it comes down – it's not X's and O's, it's Jimmy's and Joe's. And if we can put you guys and those guys in the best position to be successful, we're going to do that. And we may be a little bit more on the simplified system. We don't use a lot of the technology. We have some of the stuff. We don't have a lot of it because if I can get you to be in a good position to hit and have success and play defense and pitch, that's what we're going to do. And you know, you can slow guys down because they think too much. And when I was at TCU and then at Houston, we didn't have that stuff. We just have really good players that really wanted to go compete. They didn't care if we were playing, you know, baseball or football or basketball or soccer, whatever we're doing. They just wanted to go compete. And that's the thing that made those guys really, really good.
That's awesome. Shot. X's and O's. Not X's and O's, Jimmy's and Joe's. It's the first time I ever heard that. I like that.
I actually got that from, I think it was Hookie said it one time.
It sounds like a Hookie statement right there. All right, so listen. So this was your first year as head coach. I got to imagine a really big learning experience for you. You guys were playing great. 9-7. You had a sweep over Bradley, a sweep over Oral Roberts, I think, on the road. Season ends 9-7, up in the air. How do you guys stay connected with your crew? How do you motivate them to keep charged into 2021?
Well, I think a lot of it was, you know, baseball. It's at the end of the year, you never have kind of an end of the year deal with them. It's guys are going off at the draft or going off with summer ball. So obviously this was a little bit earlier than we wanted it to be. I mean, we played New Mexico on Wednesday, and the last Wednesday we played, Thursday, I get a phone call. I call our team into a meeting and said, hey, look, we're not playing this weekend. I don't know what the future holds. I'll tell you when I know. And I'm telling our guys, hey, for right now, don't go home. Well, I look at my email about 20 minutes later, and the school's going, hey, everybody go home. So it was just a lot of things up in the air, and I've told our guys, and I've tried to communicate with them, you know, when I know something, I will let you know. And then when they all went home, just trying to stay in touch with them. You know, we've done some Zoom calls with them. I've tried to reach out, talk to them. We actually did a really good job. I was proud of our guys in the classroom this last semester. But, you know, these guys they all want to go play. So it's been tough because all the summer stuff's getting canceled as well. And I'm getting, hey, can I go play here? Can I go play here? Well, let's just pump the brakes. Let's wait because I don't want to send you out. I had a bunch of guys that were going to go to the California League, a couple of guys up into Washington, a couple of the Cape, the Hamptons League, the Valley League. And they all got canceled. So it turned into, well, now what's the best situation for our guys? You know, we decided as a staff that if the leagues start on July 1 or after July 1, we're going to shut our pitchers down just to give them a break. Because our Coach Winkler, who played for me at TCU, 8 years of pro ball, really, really good player, really good competitor, has been sending them monthly plans as to what they got going on. And our guys they're lifting in one of their garages and they're getting creative with it, which I appreciate. These kids want to play. They want to compete, and that's been something that's been fun. It's frustrating not being able to be around them and not have any answers for them, but we're doing the best we can with what we know. Guys took their stuff home to work out, and one of them called me, said he was sitting in a park and, you know, running and chasing the balls when he was done. So it was these guys want to work. They want to be good, and that's the biggest thing is want to.
Awesome. All right. So listen, so tell us about, like, what do you look for in a player? What makes a great player for you?
I want somebody for me, it comes down to a couple things. Do you move right? Are you a good mover? If you can move right and you're athletic, you got a chance to play. And the biggest thing for me is you love to play the game. You know, you get all these kids, the high rankings and the perfect game stuff. I haven't looked at that in years. I look at a player and go, hey, what do you think you can do with this guy? My recruiting coordinator, Greg Evans, Emo, has been doing this for 30 years. So we're looking for guys that love to play the game, love to compete, move right, can play catch. That's one of the simpler things that's kind of getting lost now is the ability to play catch. Because if you think about it, everybody was probably either a shortstop or a center fielder when they were playing in high school, and everybody's got good numbers in high school, which good. I hope you do. That means we're on the right people. But a lot of it, we're going to do our background research. We're going to call your high school coaches. They're with you all the time. We're going to talk to your select guys. We're going to reach out and talk to a bunch of people. But for me, it's about getting competitive kids that move right, that love to play the game, and want to compete day in and day out.
Hey, is there a certain way, like, what do you do as a coach to, like, foster that competitive attitude, like, from fall ball rolling into the season? Like, how do you create that?
Well, we do a lot of things where, it pays to be a winner. We do inter squads in the fall where if my team beats your team, you circle up around the mound and Coach Evans gets you for about 4 or 5 minutes and you're doing some calisthenic stuff. It started off, it's actually kind of funny. Coach Whitting at Houston, Coach Evans and I, we were all over there. We're doing this workout called Ruthless in the visiting dugout where the AC was broken. It was about 120 in there. And it was just calisthenic stuff. So we were smoked after it. So we took some of it at Houston, and if you lost, you had to do these. But we do some other things where, we play our Red White World Series in the fall, and the losing team gets a hamburger, the winning team gets a steak, and the losing team has to serve it to the winning team. It pays to be a winner. As Augie said, the winners get treated different. And he's right. And it's not hey, you can't do this, you're not good. You got beat today. That's going to happen. And I think you have to lose to learn how to win, and I don't really consider it losing. You're either winning or you're learning. And some of the hardest things that you can do are to lose. I mean, that you talked about the team that went to Omaha in 2010. We had a great team. I mean, a great team. And we rolled into 2 pitchers named Bauer and Cole. They're pretty good, but
What
that
can you
team
do?
that team was really good, and they competed the whole time, and it was something that, and I think losing in 2009 at Texas in that super regional pushed the 2010 team to get to Omaha, because they learned. They didn't sit and pout and say we were better, we could have, we should have. They just said that's not happening again, and that's, we kind of draw a line in the sand as a team, and usually the best teams do it on their own. If you look at some of the best teams in the country, usually April 1st is kind of your cutoff date. What do they do from that point on? And I was looking forward to getting to April 1st because we were still trying to figure out kind of roles in the bullpen and batting lineups and different rotations we could use. 15 games in. But for me, it's you got to love to compete, and we'll do different things in batting practice. And our pitchers, if it was 0-0 and you threw a ball, I blew a whistle, and the pitchers had to do 5 squat jumps, all of them, just to learn to get ahead. And if you fell behind again, do it again. You lose 1-1, do it again. So just little things. I don't think you can sit here and hammer the result part of baseball because the result's so hard. I think you've got to stick with the process of what we do and how the game works. I'm a huge proponent of the process versus the results.
I love the philosophy, Shot. That's great stuff into your mind right there and how you run the program. I think it sounds like a place I'd love to play. So we got a minute or 2 left. So I want to make sure that we touch on the facility there because you guys have done a great job. You're building a program. UIW, you guys are playing A&M. You're playing Texas. You're playing Houston. You're playing all the big dogs out there. So you're building a program to compete with that.
Yeah,
Tell us
no, we're
about the
definitely
facility.
we got a great field. It's turf infield, grass outfield, 3 full cages down the side, 3 full bullpens down our side that are all turf in the visitors pen. It's a great place to come play. You're obviously in San Antonio, Texas. You got a great facility to come play at, and it's a place where you can come and have success. You know, you can hit, you can pitch, you can do the whole deal there. So we're looking to do some upgrades, some signage, clean up some signage a little bit, and hopefully redo the batting cages here in the next year.
I love the facility, man, and I love the campus. Any kid out there who does not know Incarnate Word should get on the website, take a look at the school, look at the facilities. I mean, it looks like you're going to campus on a mission. It's a sweet place to be. So, Shot, we love having you guys on Team Easton, man. Love the partnership. You got any last words for the kids out there?
No, man, we're excited to be part of it. The guys love the bats, love the gloves. We're excited to continue it with you. Just keep working, kid. I mean, nobody has the answers. The only thing you can do is motivate yourself to get better.
That's good stuff from Shot. Everybody out there, stay safe and stay ready because baseball is coming back. Shot, thanks
No
for
doubt.
joining us today, my man.
Appreciate it. Go Cards.